All right, good evening. So we had already started, but technical difficulties and me missing a button to click, we had not gone live yet. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening. Usually tonight we would be joined together in feasting on a meal and fellowshipping before our festivities begin, but this year's a little bit different. So as you can see, we're eating. Well, I already finished because I eat quick. It was really good. I recommend Domo to anybody. Good food there. So this evening, these wonderful volunteers have gone out and they went into each senior's home and delivered them a meal to eat to enjoy while we were going through this, and also their senior gifts this year. And so I'd already said this, but you guys didn't hear it. Those seniors, you can now open those gifts that you've been waiting to open, and in just a little bit I will let everybody else know what they received so that you guys can congratulate them and enjoy what they have received this year. So usually we would eat our meal and then we would get into looking at the past year in ministry, but everything else this year has been backwards and upside down and turned around, so we're going to do things different. We're going to start off with celebrating our seniors, and we're going to go in alphabetical order because I know that's the only way that you're supposed to go. And so no one's feelings get hurt. This is not like in our favorite order. All right, this is just alphabetical order that we're doing this by first name. So to begin this evening, we are going to enjoy a look back at the life of Anne Marie, and then hear what she has to say to us.
I've been going to our church since I was a baby, literally since I was born. I have seen it change immensely under different leadership, and I've seen it stay exactly the same because of the people that continue to go there. But I wouldn't go to another church. Our church has been intrinsic in my walk in faith, and the youth group especially has helped me learn and grow in ways I could never have imagined. I have come to rely on the younger kids for their joy and for just the stories they tell and for who they are as people. And when I was younger, I relied on the older kids because they seemed so wise and smart. And now I'm one of the older kids, and that doesn't make sense to me because I don't feel wise and smart, but I hope that I've done as good of a job being there for you guys as Sarah and everyone else did for me. But you guys are really important to me. I hope you know that. And this fall I'm gonna be down in Orlando at UCF, and I'm going to be studying ecology and conservation, which is a really I made that decision last night. I decided what I was going to be studying. So, um, but I'm going to be down there. And if you're ever, any of you are ever down at Disney, you better invite me. That's a threat. But I'm going to be thinking of you guys the whole time because you are so important to me, and everything this youth group has brought me has been so fantastic. And my advice to you younger kids is that you just got to keep working. You just got to work hard and do your best, and all you can do is all you can do. You can't do any more than that. And so if you're just doing what you can, it'll be okay. And you're gonna need to cry sometimes. Get over it. Just cry, because you'll feel better, I promise. And you all have my number. You can reach out to me anytime. Can't promise I won't be asleep, but I can promise that I will text you back, because I love you guys and I do not know what I would do without you. So, thank you all.
Thank you, Anne Marie. And just so you guys know, yes, a lot of times when you text Anne Marie, it takes her a little while to text back, but it's okay. She does respond. She doesn't leave you hanging out there for too long. But yes, we love you and we're gonna miss you. And I want to say I'm personally glad that you decided to go to UCF instead of UF. Very great choice. I know these two don't agree with me, but they'll get over it.
You're getting some nasty glares over
We've immensely enjoyed your time here, and just so you know, yes, you are one of the wise ones. I know these younger students look up to you, and you're going to be missed greatly around here. So you guys want to say?
Caden especially. Caden especially.
Yes, Caden will miss his Anne Marie.
Got anything?
No. All right.
We love you, Anne Marie.
So next, going in alphabetical order, we're going to look at Calliope and her time here with us. Well, first we'll look at her life, and then the time that she'll talk about her time that she's had here with us.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Hi everyone. So I joined ministry late, but I'm really glad I joined because listening to the lessons really helped me to learn more about God, and it really feels like a family when you come in, which is really helpful to me coming in for the first time. And my future plans are to go to UF and major in chemistry, and hopefully to someday go to medical school. To other students, make sure to give time to your family and friends while you're focusing on school. Attending youth is really great. It really helped me to learn a lot. And make sure to keep God in your heart. There's a lot of challenges that come with going through high school and even middle school, but if you can keep God in your heart, you'll be able to get through those challenges. And yeah.
Thank you, Calliope. And I have to say, so most of these students in years past and this year, like the parents send in the pictures, but Calliope sent her pictures, and she boldly and confidently sent me a picture of her in that amazing Wiggles shirt and hat. That's a lot of confidence right there. Calliope, it's been great having you here. Even in the short time you've been here, we've really enjoyed you. Shelby finally figured out how to spell your name. I mean, right before COVID hit, and now you're leaving, but she knows how to spell your name now.
I do.
So that's good. She will never forget that. Every chance she gets,
I spelled it for her.
she reminds me that she knows how to spell your name now.
I did. Want us to spell it right now?
Huh?
Go ahead.
You want to show us the?
Now I'm on like
What's
it's
skill?
pressure. Like,
Yeah.
CALLIOPE.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. I can't spell her last name though. Don't ask me to do that. I haven't practiced that one enough.
Yes, we've enjoyed having you here. You've made an impact here beyond what you would ever imagine, and we've enjoyed getting to know you in this time. So next we have Mindy. Mindy is another one of those who has grown up here at this church and has been around for quite a while, as you will see in these pictures. Hey, and we're back. We're getting the hang of this. Mindy, I've really enjoyed getting to know you in my time here. You've been here a lot longer than I have, and everybody around here loves you. You're a very hard worker. When we give you something to do, you do it well. Especially the mission trip last year, you did a lot of work. Jumped up on that roof and were one of the first people up there. Like I said, we've enjoyed our time with you. You're a great person. I love joking with you. I know you give me mean, ugly faces when I joke with you, but you always joke right back, so I know that you're enjoying it, and we are definitely going to miss you around here.
We will miss you very
I texted
deeply.
Linda and told her no crying.
Uh,
She told me it's too late.
Oh, Linda.
Make sure you got some tissues for your mom. All right, and so our next and our last senior that we are celebrating tonight is Olivia Toole. So yeah, sit back and enjoy as we look over Olivia's life and hear what she has to say.
I'm going to read the question and then the answer. How has Mary Esther UMC affected me? They have been like a family when I needed them. They gave me a sense of belonging and community and fellowship. They taught me respect and humility. I learned to be unapologetically myself, even if that meant that other people didn't necessarily like me. It's better to be 100% myself than to live a lie. I got a lot of my self-worth and my empathy through older students. It was like having a big group of older siblings who were willing to sit down and teach me things that I didn't have an older sibling to teach me. Even on my worst days, when it felt like the whole world was coming down around me, I could fall back into the church and they would catch me. I really must thank personally Caleb Bennett, Miss Wendy and Courtney Knox, Shelby Bennett, Vivian Karen, Mr. Mike, and honestly so many more. I would name you all, but we would be here all night. And we can't be here all night, I guess. Where am I going? When I am enrolled at UWF in the fall, I am majoring in early childhood education. I will be living part-time on campus in a dorm in Pensacola, and then I will be living part-time at home with my family. I hope to be a part of UWF's choir and the theater tech and production, which is like the costuming and set building department of the theater program. When I graduate, I would like to be a grade school teacher or a middle school teacher, but eventually I would like to get my master's, and I would like to teach English, creative writing, or English composition in a high school. My goal is to motivate and inspire students like my teachers did for me. Pass it on, you know? Something I would like to tell the other students. Be kind to yourself. I know it may seem like everybody else has it all together and that you are the only person who is falling apart. You are wrong. You are not alone. Everybody goes through ups and downs. Everything seems like it's falling apart, but it's not. And even if it is, you're not alone. You do not have to figure it out right now. You don't have to know what college you're going to. You don't have to know what your degree is going to be. I know people who are currently in college who do not know what their degree is going to be at the end of their term. You do not have to figure it all out right now. Take a breath. Enjoy being a teenager. Enjoy the time that you have with the people you love. You do not know if you will ever see them again. And that's not to be dramatic. Sometimes somebody will move away, or you just won't be friends, or maybe somebody will pass. Whichever one of these options, or one I haven't named, that happens, you will be okay. Just appreciate the time you have with the people you love right now, and make sure you tell the people you love that you love them. And if you ever feel like you are alone, or you don't have anybody to talk to, or you feel like it's never going to get better, call me. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. I don't care if it's Halloween. I do not care if it's my birthday. I don't care if it's the end of the world. If you have cell service and you feel alone, or if you feel bad, call me. We can talk. We don't have to talk about what's wrong with you. We can just talk about the weather, a video game you like, the arts, or we can talk about something more serious. You are not alone. I don't care if you're somebody in the youth group right now, or if you're somebody years down the line. If you need somebody, you can call on us. We are a family. In this church, we are a family of believers, and we are all brothers and sisters, and aunts and uncles and fathers and mothers and grandmas, and we are all a family together. And we're going to lean on each other in times of trouble and in times of hardship. You are not alone. And if you need somebody, you can call Chris, you can call me, you can probably even call Shelby. We're here for you. Don't go through your worst day alone. I know you might feel like you're a burden. I know I felt that way too. But you're not alone, and you are not a burden. We love you to death, and we would do anything for you. You are loved. I love y'all. Bye.
And we're back.
Thank you so much, Olivia. You speaking on us as being a family is so true. And you have been one of those that has helped nurture and make that so around here. The way that you care for everybody, make sure everyone feels included and genuinely care about everybody and what they're going through. And we're definitely going to miss that. So for the rest of you, someone needs to step up and fill that role of Olivia. But as she did say, I will say this, my phone is always on. You can call me anytime. Ask Anne-Marie. She messaged at 1:30 in the morning Friday night, and I was there to answer, only because I happened to still be awake at that time. Used to be a common thing, a little more rare now as I get older. But I was there to answer, and I will. We make ourselves available to you, any of you that need to talk about anything that's going on. I can't speak for Shelby answering or...
I'll answer if you call. I'll answer.
I don't know if you'll have my phone number.
If Shelby doesn't answer, just go to Target.
Probably true.
That's where Shelby is, if she doesn't answer.
I'm actually wearing red and jeans.
So, our four seniors, we're gonna miss you guys so much. You have made this youth ministry what it is, and it's our job just to continue it on, and build what you guys have created here. You know, we speak of this being a family, and you guys create that atmosphere, and we just try to keep it going and maintain it, and make sure that all of those that come through the door feel that same way. Just as Calliope said, you know, she hasn't been with us a long time, but she felt that when she first walked in here, and that atmosphere is created by you guys, and I know and I'm sure I can speak for the rest of these volunteers and any that aren't here, that you guys make that atmosphere, and it is so wonderful, and we enjoy it so much, and we're so gonna miss the four of you after this summer is over. So you guys are probably wondering, well, what did they get? Because usually you get to see their gifts. So the four of them received a very nice Bible. It's a New Living Translation, and it says Inspire on the front of it. And knowing who the four of these are, and I know they are so creative and love to be artsy, and so they actually received Bibles that they can color in, like legitimately color in. They were designed that way. There's multiple pages that they can color in designs.
Creative Journaling Bible.
Yeah, that's what it's called. And there's space for them to write notes by the scriptures. So they received color pencils and a pen to go with that. And they also, if you've been with us, you know that we are such big fans of Cool Carl. And he made a special shirt for seniors this year that has his beautiful face right on the front of it, wearing a mask, and it says that he was voted for Best Smile, class of 2020. So each of our seniors received one of those shirts and that Bible, and that is our gift from the ministry to them as they enter into this new phase of life. And like I said, we are deeply, deeply going to miss you guys when you depart at the end of this summer. But know that we're going to enjoy our time with you.
And Olivia's, she also got her gift for...
Oh, yeah, and Olivia got her Sunday Cool Woot Hoops that she won for game night a couple weeks ago. So those were delivered to her also. So now let's transition into what we've done over this past year. We've had a lot of great times. This year kind of came to a weird, slow, abrupt transition halt. And you'll see that as we go through here. You know, I had to make a section that said Zoom. And we have pictures of us joined together on the computer to end out the year. Definitely not how we wanted to end the year, but it is what it is. We rolled with the punches, and we've made do. And I know all of us are so looking forward to when we can be back together, and we are going to celebrate when that time comes. So without further ado, we're going to roll into this. Like I said, we broke this up instead of sitting through the whole year in one sitting. We've got it broken up. So we're going to look at this past summer as we ended last school year and rolled into all the fun things we did over the summer, and then we'll go on from there.
They don't know.
See, at least she's relaxed. She's relaxed.
In 3, 2, 1.
I
You guys better break up.
William.
Yeah, you're in the medium. Get over there. Oh, the medium.
William, you know that's purple? You know that's purple? Are we allowed to put out of the bus and bully him?
So what was the actual story?
I didn't get the memo that we were taking a picture. So.
And he was with his girlfriend.
Every time.
somebody's life strewn about this yard. At Arm, I found myself confiding in the other youth as I went, and with the interns. My goal for the week was to be more open and honest with my youth family. Arm gave me an opportunity to have deep conversations during main discussions with Sarah and even with Chris. Oakwood is the best part of my summer, as it is for many of you. But Brother Taylor blew my expectations out of the water. My fears and anxieties were spoken to, and I felt more comfortable and open than I have ever felt within the church. One thing that stuck with me was when he said, God sees those who fall, and in compassion he lifts them up. The whole idea of Oakwood this year was how God is not soft. But just because he's not soft doesn't mean he's hateful or dislikes us. He sees our struggles and our downfalls, and he lifts us up. Sometimes I find myself so afraid to be a disappointment, not just to my church, but also to God. This summer I learned that I am enough. No matter what anyone else says or believes, I am a child of God. And I am beautifully and wonderfully made. I am not a mistake. Yes, I am broken. I sin. I make mistakes. But my existence is not a disgrace. I am not a hypocrisy. It has taken me 6 years to be able to say that. Yes, I am a child of God, and no, I am not a disappointment. This summer I have learned to be the person I needed when I began to question if I was good enough for God. I found a verse that seems to wrap up this summer really well. Humble yourselves, and therefore under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxieties on him, because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:6-7. And for all the seniors leaving this coming Sunday, not only Mary Esther, but especially y'all, I will miss y'all so bad when y'all leave. But I know you guys are going to do amazing things. Amazing, amazing things. I know that. Just remember us, and remember that we love you, and remember God. We love y'all bits. Thank you.
All right, so summer seems like forever ago. A lot of great times there. Olivia, you kind of got 2 speeches this year. That was your speech to wrap up our beach Bible study last year, and I couldn't take it out. It was such a great moment from last summer. So many great memories, kicking off the year with the ice cream party. And no, Courtney, I saw your comment. That is not where coronavirus started. But it was a great time. We got to see Jessica's wonderful dancing. More of that to come, don't worry. It was a great night welcoming the Pager twins into the ministry. We've enjoyed them so far. And high school mission trip, what a great time going up to Mariana and helping out those that were affected by Hurricane Michael. Great bonding. We saw the first installation of extreme spoons that we brought back and played here. Up there, no one got injured. Here, a whole nother story.
Sorry, Sarah.
But great game that we learned while we were there. And great times had working with First Church while we were up there. And What else did we do this summer? What else? Oakwood. How could I forget Oakwood? You know, I'm still like, when I told you guys, you know, not being able to do Oakwood this year, it was like, I felt like I got stabbed in the heart. It's such a meaningful time of ministry and such a great time where we get to grow closer to each other. And just not having that this summer is bad. But we'll do what we can this summer. But Oakwood last year was such a great time. And William, if you're watching, sorry we had to bring back up the whole girlfriend thing as we were trying to leave, but it was such a great moment. I couldn't leave that out. And just a wonderful time. And then our beach Bible study, time to hang out with each other. It was great this past summer. And so this summer is going to look a little bit different, obviously. But we will, as soon as we can do stuff, we are going to do stuff. You can count on that. So that was our first section. Next, we'll look at kind of was the last week of summer, the serve week that we did, and then going into our fall events.
The other half of his.
all was great also. A lot of good times there. Other than that whole month of October, I try to block that out every year. But no, we all know if you're involved in this ministry, what we do does not happen without the pumpkin patch. And the work that you guys put into that every year is worth it. It's what allows us to do what we do. And you guys go above and beyond every year with that. This year we had a little extra help from Navarre ROTC on our unloading days. But all in all, it was a good year. Rain kind of killed both of our fun Saturdays, but it was still a decent year. What else did we get to see in there? The challenge weekend, so awesome. We upped it from the year before. The year before it was just an afternoon. We made it an all-day thing this past year, and hopefully this year we're gonna make it even a bigger event as we're in the midst of planning that. And there's actually a little bit more to go along with that, but you'll hear about that at the end of tonight. The challenge was a great time, and then the lock-in afterwards, a lot of fun time there, watching all of you become sleep deprived. And I don't think there may have been 1 or 2 students that made it through the whole night, but I think everybody slept at some point during the night, which me as a youth director is highly disappointing that I made it through the whole night and you guys couldn't. Same thing happened with the 30-hour famine last year, but we made you guys sleep because I don't want to see that sleep deprived and hungry. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that event this year. So that was our fall. Serve Week was also good. That kind of coincided with the last week of Beach Bible Study, and we did a lot of good. We moved sand. We moved sand from one spot to another for the whole week. It took a lot longer than I had anticipated, but we got it done. You saw the students that helped with that did a wonderful job. And then we also made a meal for Opportunity Place and took it over to them. Some wonderful lasagna that had cottage cheese in it, much to the chagrin of Linda, who I thought was going to stab me when she found out. But when no store for some reason has your cottage cheese, you do what you got to do. And so that was our fall. Lots of great stuff. And then we get into our Christmas time. Is what we're going to look at next. The events that we did. Basically, this is our month of December that we're going to take a look at next year. seconds to go in the first round. You guys are doing pretty good, except for the Golden Graham team. They're struggling hard. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So our Christmas time was great. You guys, the shopping trip was a wonderful time. Giving back to those a little less fortunate than us in the community. A couple of children, and then some folks at the assisted living facility right around the corner from us. We went shopping for them. Our movie night, and then our Christmas party. That was a great time this year. The gingerbread house contest was quite the event. We played it. If you guys aren't familiar, there's a show on not the Food Network, but the other one called Cutthroat Kitchen. And so that's the style we did our gingerbread house contest in. So as you saw, there was one team that got handicapped and had to build a house with Golden Grahams. I think they called it an igloo.
Yes.
At the end, yeah, it was an igloo, not a house. And so that was a great time. And then the Christmas Eve children's service, we had some youth that helped out with that and did a wonderful job of helping to narrate that event. And we had a great time with that. And so that brought us to the end of the year in that sense. But we celebrate our ministry with the school year. So we continued on, and the next thing is we go into the spring and we get to January is everyone's favorite event in youth ministry, but there's also another event that goes on usually right at the end of the year, beginning of the new year, that for high school seniors and college students called Passion in Atlanta or various other locations. And so this was the first year that we went, and we took a couple of our seniors and some of our college students to that this year and had a wonderful time. So you'll see that as we start off our next section here. So that was our year in ministry. Between all those videos, we got to see everything that's gone on in the past year. This spring, I mean, awesome start off going to Passion. I didn't have a lot of pictures from that because I just enjoyed the moment. Getting to be in the dome with Hillsong kicking off the new year was quite the amazing experience. And of course, my absolute favorite, Crowder, was there. And so that was a great time. And then we go to Meltdown, and if you didn't see, I get to hang out with my man crush, Josh Griffin, as he was the speaker at Meltdown this year. Yes, I was a fanboy the whole weekend.
He even sat in Chris's lap.
Shh. We don't tell people about that.
And Chris was speechless.
I was, not gonna lie. Weird moment, but still great time. He's an awesome guy. Gives his all to youth ministry, and is quite the inspiration. And Meltdown was just a great time with Bethany Barr Phillips leading worship, and you saw all the fun times the kids had there. Shelby's favorite, the Cuddle Puddle.
Oh my gosh.
She loved it. Sarcasm.
Very much sarcasm.
Yeah, hey, Meltdown shirt, awesome. And then as you saw, then the COVID hit. And our year went from in-person meeting to being on Zoom, and so you saw some great screenshots of our time together on Zoom. Derek's wonderful hair when he lost the game one night. And then there was a couple shots with some really weird screen names from our chicken noodle soup again, Derek. It's great. And just to see you guys embracing the situation and using what's available to you to stay in touch and to continue in fellowship with each other has been inspiring. Even, we do our Zoom, and then there's the after Zoom that you guys engage in and stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning doing. Why, I don't know, but you do it, and I hear stories about it, and it's wonderful to know that you guys are staying in touch, even in this time with what we're going through. And so it was kind of a weird end to our year in ministry, as you see that we're doing this instead of having our regular banquet. But I'm not going to let these three rain on the parade just yet. We have one more set of pictures to enjoy because in ministry there's just those times that things happen that aren't maybe at a specific event or just random captures that you just can't pass up sharing one more time. So enjoy these moments from out the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed those last pictures of just moments throughout the year that we captured that we just couldn't pass up sharing with everybody. And I hope you guys are staying safe during this tropical storm. As you see, we're all prepared here as the weather is picking up outside right now. This is just what youth ministry is. Weird things happen when you go live, and you have no control over it, and you just roll with it. So that's what we're doing. So we really hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I know it's nothing like what we've wanted to do, what we planned to do, but we're making do with what we have. It's been a great year. I have enjoyed every minute of being here at Mary Esther, and I look forward to many, many more years here serving you guys, serving you students and your families, and just helping to continue this feeling of family that we have here. And so with that, before we close out tonight, I just want to let you guys know a little bit about what's coming up. So this summer, we still kind of we have these guidelines we have to follow, and limited meeting and whatnot. And so myself and the other area youth directors, basically those of us that have put on the challenge the past 2 years, we got together and we thought, hey, why are we all going to take the time to create content for the same time frame and all be doing the same work and trying to produce the same result? Why don't we work together and lighten the load and make a collaborative effort? So this summer on Sunday nights, we will be showing we're creating a YouTube channel, and you guys are going to get to experience what we are calling the Challenge Weekly. So this is going to be a build-up into the challenge event this fall. And so you're going to see some great bits that we have recorded. Some we've recorded already. We still got some more to record. So each week you'll see some hilarious things that we got together and filmed. And then we will also have a teaching each night from myself and all the other youth directors. So that's what we'll be doing on Sunday nights this summer. On Wednesday nights, we're going to continue with our Zoom until we can meet in person. When that day comes, we will stop Zooming and we will meet in person and enjoy fellowship once again, face to face here at the church. And I cannot tell you how much I am anticipating that day, because I love you guys, and Zoom is wonderful for what it is, but being together is just so much more meaningful, and we're so looking forward to that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight. Our 4 graduates, we love you, and we look forward to the time that we have left with you this summer, before you depart for college this fall, or whatever your plans are. And so hopefully you guys will join us Wednesday for Zoom. Do you guys have anything you want to say before we close out in prayer?
I want my umbrella.
Oh, I was like, thank you.
Hopefully these open umbrellas inside don't bring us any bad luck. I think there's something about that, but
I didn't think about that.
we'll see. Who knows?
My idea.
We need something else.
All right.
Shelby's fault.
Don't blame
As you can
me.
tell, we've all gotten a little stir crazy, having to be at home so much. So once again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you guys later. But before we go, I'm going to close this out in prayer. Father God, we thank you for today. God, tonight as we have come together and celebrated our time with our 4 seniors, God, we just ask for your protection to go with them as they depart at the end of this summer, from us, from our family here at Mary Esther. As they go off to college, or if they go off to start their careers, whatever they are doing, God, we hope and we pray that they go with the knowledge and the relationship that they have built with you here, and know that they go and they have us. We go with them, maybe not in person, but in spirit we go with them, and we are here for them whenever they need us. And they know that they can turn to you whenever they are in a time of need. God, we thank you for this past year in ministry, all the wonderful times. These pictures and these little videos don't even do justice of all the great times, the fun times, but God, the times where you just broke into the room and your presence and your spirit was felt, and lives were changed, relationships were formed, and we grew closer to you, and people saw that living their life for you is where they wanted to be, And we continue to nurture that each and every day in this ministry. God, as we continue through this time of social distancing, God, we pray for the medical personnel who are helping to treat this and gain an understanding of all of this to get us to the other side of this. We pray for our leaders who continue to make decisions to keep the vast majority safe. And God, just be with each of us as we navigate this time and try to understand what our part is in this and what we can do to make this a better thing. God, we pray also in this time for the injustice that has gone on in this world. God, I pray that you use each of us to make this world a better place. That's what you've called us to do. You've called us to love each other. And I pray that we leave here tonight with a better understanding of that, of showing that it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your skin color. It doesn't matter the background that you come from. You are welcomed into God's kingdom, and we are just a physical presence for that here. God, again, we thank you for this year in ministry, the lives that you've touched, the hearts that you've touched, the memories that have been made. And we look forward to this next year in ministry and all the things that you already have planned for us and the changes that are going to come in these students' lives through the events and the teachings and just the fellowship. God, we thank you and we love you. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Be careful.
Bye, guys. Bye. Can't wait till we all hang out together.